The national champion is clad in big orange.
National champion is clad in big orange.
From 40, on the way, a knuckleball. He got it.
He will fire.
Since 2007, Tennessee has defeated Connecticut.
1-0. In the air, left center field. Ross on the move, won't get there. Tennessee walks it off.
Deep drive, back it goes, and the Will Davis leaps and cannot get it, and Tennessee walks it off.
And obviously you can tell.
My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. You can tell. We got a little bit something different going on there at the beginning.
I was just excited, bro. I thought maybe that this was my time to shine to lead it off for the first time. I'm sorry for jumping the gun, okay? But welcome into another episode of the Ball Fanatics Show here on a Tuesday night. It is 8:31 Eastern time. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about in the middle of summer. And boy, is it hot outside. So make sure y'all stay hydrated. Because I about died today, and I was only outside for like 7 minutes. So, no, man, Michael, we got a lot to talk about. But before we do that, I want to know just how are you doing?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. Trying to stay cool just like everybody else is right now. Which, by the way, later on the show, we have got a sponsor that I'm sure is loving this hot weather, by the way. But anyway, we'll get to that in just a little bit. But no, everything's going great. Ended up having a good day, or good afternoon anyway, outside with my son. Anybody that saw my personal TikTok or saw Facebook, put a video on there, him playing in the water. And I'm not sure how well you guys can see it, but apparently I'm the best dad in the world, according to the drawing back here. So
That's
shout
not
out to
even
my
self-proclaimed, so you need to rock that, dude.
I know it. So shout out to my wife Aaliyah for helping him make that little craft there, and I'm proudly displaying that on the wall behind me here. But
as you should.
Skylar, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I made some changes in my life a little bit to kind of like bring back out the youth. I know you've probably seen a little bit of that, but I'm back into the racing. Whether it's late model or dirt bike, by God, I'm gonna race it. I don't care if it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels. We're gonna do something because I'm tired of reminiscing. I'm only getting older, and the only time to do it is now. So, yeah, I got back into it, went and rode last weekend, and had a great time. Can't wait to do it again. So, yeah, I'm just living life, man, trying to do my best to put food on the table and also try to enjoy the journey.
There you go. That's the way to do it, man. Well, before we get into anything further, Skylar, would you like to tell us who our presenting show sponsor is?
Always. You already know it's P&L Business Services. We know firsthand that getting your monthly reporting, invoicing, bill pay, taxes, and other essential business services right is critical. That's why at P&L Business Services, we go beyond bookkeeping by providing everything you need in your back office so you can have your time back and the peace of mind to do what you love most, which is building your business. Behind every successful business is a great bookkeeper. Guys, again, if you're crushing it in the customer service game but struggling on the paperwork, the payroll, everything behind the scenes, right? Look no further than going online to pnlbusinessservices.com, allowing the fine folks out of Oak Ridge, Tennessee to take care of that for you so that you can continue putting that client first and having the peace of mind knowing that everything on the back end is taken care of. And you might even save a little money on Uncle Sam that April, what is it, April 15th? I don't even know. I'm not an accountant, but they are. So do the thing, all right? Just go online. We appreciate them so much for supporting us since day one. Michael.
Yes, sir.
Now, I mentioned this is a loaded show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be kind of quick with it because loaded, we could make a 30-minute show an hour and a half easily. So,
yep.
But give us the rundown. What are we talking about today? Particularly, we got some big news that's dropped. We got huge news. I mean, you're wearing a jersey right now that's got that logo on it that's about to change, and we're going to talk about that as well. But give us the rundown on what we're talking about tonight.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to start off with tonight. So obviously tomorrow officially is whenever Tennessee will be rocking Adidas. So we're going to give our top 10 moments of Tennessee sports while they were wearing Nike. Obviously, Tennessee went to Nike in 2014. This past season was the last season that they have wore it, so that's 11 straight years of Nike. So we're going to give our best moments, games, whatever the case may be, while wearing Nike. Segment 2, we're going to talk a little bit about Chaz Coleman. As he is no longer a part of the team, we're going to tell a little bit about what all went down with that and how both sides are moving forward from that. And the last segment is going to be a very quick one. We are going to try to give our guesses for who we think is going to be heading to SEC Media Days to represent Tennessee here in a few weeks. So we do have a lot to talk about. We'll definitely have to make the first segment a little bit quicker, not go quite in depth as we normally would, because as Skylar said, we can turn what should be like a 45-minute show into a 2-hour show very easy just because we like to talk. But let's get right into all this as I will give you our segment 1 sponsor, which is Optimal Asbestos Services. Optimal Asbestos Services offers detailed asbestos inspections and air quality assessments. Whether you're looking to secure your home or workplace, you can trust Optimal Asbestos Services to deliver thorough and reliable solutions. Contact Jeff Moe at 865-223-3297 for your consultation today, or go on the web at optimalasbestosservices.com. Top 10 moments of Tennessee wearing Nike. And Skylar, if you don't mind, I will first because I have a 10A, 10B. I could not decide.
Okay.
I wanted to go with that last spot. So
that's totally fine. I'll let you take the floor. You go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to start with the 10B. It's Grant Williams scoring 43 points against Vanderbilt in an overtime win. I believe that was back in 2019. Just absolutely took over the second half in the overtime period against Vanderbilt. I believe either they had just come fresh off of a number 1 ranking or it was right there towards the end of their number 1 ranking that year because they were number 1 for probably 4 or 5 straight weeks there in that season, and he just absolutely went off in the second half in overtime. So that is 10B on my list. 10A is going to be Tennessee breaking the streak against Florida in 2016. That game where Tennessee actually went down 21-3 to start the game. Yeah. And then just second half came out of nowhere, highlighted by one of today's plays on the today, 67 days until it's football time in Tennessee. The Juwan Jennings bobbled catch down the sideline, takes it in for the touchdown to give Tennessee a lead that they would never surrender in that game. So that is my 10A and 10B.
That is an insane pick right there, all the way down at 10. I love that 10A, 10B. I am struggling, Michael. I'm struggling. I'm struggling so bad. I think. Oh, I don't want to do it. I think my 10 is going to be. Boy, I'm struggling. Lock in, Tarpley. I'm going to go ahead, because you've already done it. I'm only missing my 10, literally. I'm just trying to think of that 10th moment, and I've got like 5 in my head, but I can't pull the trigger on one. So I kind of want to see but I'm going to go ahead and tell you where I put one, because you've already said it. Is that fair?
That's fair.
So the duck can pull a truck, if you remember that meme in 2016.
Yep.
So that Florida player, I think it was Tabor. I can't remember his last name or first name, but I think his last name was Tabor. He was number 31, talking all the mess. Basically saying a duck can't pull a truck, which means that Florida's definitely just going to go in there and beat Tennessee. Well, that obviously didn't happen. That is my top 5 moment. That is a 5th moment in my history of Tennessee just finally beating Florida. But I think the way that we did it is why I'm so high on it, is because, dude, we were dead in the water. We were a team with all the hype. We were the team with all the hype going into that game, and we just didn't look ready. I mean, I still felt like at halftime, when you even go back and rewatch the game, you're like, man, we're the better team. We're just literally shooting ourselves in the foot. Mm-hmm. And then to be able to make those adjustments to come out in the second half and play the way we did, completely dominant, by the way. Like, I mean, just Florida had no life. And we just never stopped. I mean, we took the lead I think early in the fourth quarter with the Jawan Jennings catch on the sideline.
That was right at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Right, and then it's like we didn't stop. We hit not North. Who was number 3 at the time? Oh God, not Peyton. I can't remember his name, and this is bothering me. He was like our guaranteed like big time touchdown a game type person. But we hit him on a crossing like slant route. I mean, it just never stopped. I mean, Jalen Hurd went in. It was kind of crazy the way that game unfolded, and so that is why it is my top 5, my 5th moment out of my top 10. And then I'm gonna keep thinking on my 10th moment. I'm so sorry.
All right, so you have number 9, and Josh Malone is who you're thinking of.
Josh Malone, thank you so much. Yes, but your 9th moment, and you're probably just gonna pick another one, and that's okay. But go ahead.
All right, so number 9, I'm actually going to the hardwood on this one, going on the women's side of things. And it's actually on our new intro video. Tennessee knocking off UConn for the first time since 2007. It was a moment for Kim Caldwell last year that's like, okay, we got this program going on the right track. Unfortunately, it did take a step back this year. It actually got blown out by UConn, but everything is still in front of Tennessee. I'm very optimistic about this program, about the changes that were made and things like that. But that is my number 9 moment, is when you welcomed UConn into your house and you took care of business and ended up beating them for the first time since 2007. That is my number 9 moment.
So that is also my number 9 moment.
I thought we were going to have the same list towards the top, and here we are with the same.
That is genuinely my number 9 moment, because that was like so unexpected. And then to beat them at home, like that was so cool. My number 10, I finally pulled the trigger on it, and I'm sorry, I might have went football heavy, but my number 10th moment was in 2022, being ranked number 1 in the initial playoff rankings has got to be my 10th moment in the Nike uniform. I thought that was the coolest thing. I am going to say that was deserved. We beat Bama. We had just beaten the absolute breaks out of Kentucky in the Dartmouth game. Like, we looked apart. And so, I mean, yes, you needed to go beat Georgia. That was unfortunate. But in that moment, in that time, in the whole resume talk, I do feel like Tennessee deserved to be that number 1 top team. And with all the ESPN hates Tennessee stuff, that was a real big surprise to actually have that number 1 next star team there.
The unfortunate thing about the timing of that was we played Georgia the next week, and that just gave them all the fuel that Georgia needed to go out there and beat the brakes off of us in that next game.
Did. I mean, they only beat us by 14.
That game was a lot worse than the scoreboard.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Shut up. It's because we called Stetson Bennett's phone over and over again.
Yeah.
So, but no.
All right. My number 8. I've got Dalton Knecht taking over the game against Auburn back in 2023.
That's a good one.
He outscored the entire Auburn team in the final 11 and a half minutes of that ball game. He had 39 points in that contest. He never could get 40. But, buddy, let me tell you, he could score 39. I think he did that like 3 or 4 times.
He could score 30 plus all day long.
Yes, but he never could hit 40. But, no, he took over that game. And, for the longest time on our intro video, 2 of the clips on there were him in back-to-back possessions, knocking down a deep 3 over Auburn defender, and then taking Janai Broom to the basket and just slamming one right down the middle. So that is my number 8 moment for Tennessee wearing Nike.
So your soothing sound actually came in first. Said your thoughts on the Tennessee football game September 26, 2015.
I'm going to say that's probably the Florida game in 2015.
I thought it was 2016. Okay, that's my fault. Okay, bet. Then yes, we've already talked about that. I thought that was 2016.
Well, that one is actually, I think that September 26, 2015, that's probably the one that we should have won, and they won on like a Hail Mary. Let me see. September 26, 2015.
That sounds about right. Hey, guys, just got back from a bike ride. What did I miss? Well, I'm glad you got back safe from that bike ride, big dog, and we're basically just going through the top 10 moments in the Nike uniforms in e-sport.
Yeah, so that was the game that Florida did win 28-27.
Why are we talking about that? Come on now. Got to be a Florida fan. Get out of here. All right.
So let me say this briefly about that game. Game started off fantastic. That was the play with Jawan Jennings.
The reverse.
Pass,
yes,
the double
exactly.
pass to Josh Dobbs down the sideline. Game started off fantastic. and then it went downhill from there. But
Sounds about right.
that's all I have to say about that one.
My number 8 moment. The battle at Bristol against Virginia Tech.
Man,
Believe it or
not, I'm going to go ahead and ruin this. That did not make my list because I forgot we were wearing Nike during that time.
Did you really? Well, so I went to that game. That was actually my very first game. I think I went and watched Tennessee, and it wasn't in an NFL stadium because usually, like, we go to see the Music City Bowl or something like that, and But that was the first time I went and seen Tennessee. And again, the way that game started, I was like, oh boy, this is kind of nerve-wracking. But then Virginia Tech proceeded to fumble the ball 8 times, and it was amazing. It was a great comeback, and we beat the brakes off of them. So no, that game was insane. The pregame, like, the showmanship behind the fans and then the teams, it was just spectacular. And the improvements that Bristol made to their arena for that game was insane. The Jumbotron, they literally hung it up for that game, and then now they use it obviously for every race and whatnot. But no, The battle at Bristol was insane. That was an awesome time and a great experience.
Yeah, I definitely should have put that somewhere on my list, but I feel like I've got some good ones on.
I mean, we broke
too,
the attendance record, man. Come on.
We did. Number 7. Heading to the softball diamond.
Let's go.
Emma Clark walk-off home run against Texas Tech in this year's Women's College World Series.
We were so close, bro. So, when you said 7 and then softball diamond, I kid you not, my 7 is the softball diamond. But I'm just going to go overall. Carlin Pickens throwing at 78.6 miles per hour to break the all-time record.
Yeah.
And she may have even thrown it like 79 at one point. I don't know.
She did 79.4 against Jordy Fromm in that Super Regional last year.
So 79 miles an hour. I mean, I wanted to put 80 so bad, but I know she actually didn't hit 80. But just overall, like that pitch alone, just the record books, the fact that she threw it for a strike, I mean, just everything about it, man, that's going to be talked about forever in the game of softball. So that is absolutely my number 7 moment.
Number 6. I'm taking it back just a couple of years now. Drew Gilbert walk-off grand slam against Wright State in the 2021 regionals.
I don't like you, big dog.
Is that also your number 6?
No. But I have to say it now.
I mean that's without a doubt a top moment. I mean, just you want to talk about a crowd pop when he hit that ball.
Yeah.
Oh, that crowd went nuts.
That was my number. It's my number 4 moment, without a doubt. I mean, that is another one of those plays that in every single highlight reel, that one is there. Like, it's not even a doubt. So that is my number 4 moment. My number 6 moment, I think you actually have already mentioned it. It's the Meshack buzzer beater against Bama. That is my number 6 moment.
I haven't mentioned it yet,
you
but
haven't?
that one's coming up on mine.
Oh, come on, big dog. Yeah, I thought you mentioned. I thought that was like your 10B or 10A or something like that. I'm so sorry.
No, that one was Grant Williams.
That's right. Yeah. So the Meshack buzzer beater against Bama. I remember I was actually at a golf club. We had just finished up a round and we were eating lunch, or like a late dinner. I can't remember what time it was, but like it was still daylight outside. We're all watching this game, and I think at one moment we thought we were going to win, and then at one moment we thought we were cooked. And then Meshack hits it because we were tied, right? There was no like real stress on the shot. But when he made it, I've never seen I'm going to call it a bar pop. Dude, I mean, nobody cared about the rules or ethics of a country club at that moment. Like, everybody went buck wild crazy. I swear to God, it looked like Ole Miss outfield. I mean, beer just went like everywhere. And I mean, and it was like accepted. Like, it was so like I just remember that moment so vaguely. Like, I will cherish that moment forever. It's beating Bama, of course. Everything behind it. But then it's just the person that made the shot. Couldn't have been a better person. And honestly, I'll be the first to say did not expect him to make that shot. So it was just really cool all the way around.
Yeah, absolutely, man. My number 5. Sticking with the baseball diamond.
Let's go.
Tennessee walking off Florida State in the opening round of the Men's College World Series in 24.
That comeback was insane.
Yes. I mean, talk about Tennessee being dead in the water. Down 7-2 at one point in the game. It was 11-8 going into the bottom of the 9th inning. And what a series of events. I mean, Kavares Tears starting things off with the triple over the center fielder's head. Dean Curley with a sack fly that both of those hits, Kavaris Tears and Dean Curley's, if we'd been playing at any stadium besides Charles Schwab in Omaha, would have been a home run. Either way, sack fly, 11-9 at that point. And then getting things started again. Cannon Peebles with a walk. Cal Stark did pop out to the catcher, and that's where we were like, all right, things are looking bleak now. It's 2 outs, but we got Christian Moore at the plate.
The Semo?
Yeah, Semo with the double down the left field line. Blake Burke. Did he swing? Did he not? Doesn't matter. He singled up the middle to tie the game. Then you had I'm blanking on his name.
Dylan Dreiling, bro. Come on now.
I'm talking about the one between them. Oh man, it's gonna bother me. He's the one that had the stroke walk up song, the clapping.
Oh,
what's his name?
Oh, I can look at his face right now.
Yes, I know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm blanking on his name. Chat, somebody please help.
No. Bomb. He had a nickname. Billy Bombs. Billy Amick.
Billy Amick.
Thank you.
Billy Amick. Yes.
I was like Billy Bombs. Like I kept.
Yes.
Yeah, Billy
Yes.
Amick. Yeah.
He had the single to left field that brought up Dylan Dreiling and hits the walk off in the gap.
Yeah.
To win the game. Just what a comeback
Double D
in the 9th inning, and Dylan Dreiling going on. Yeah, Dylan Dreiling goes on to be the MVP of the Men's College World Series.
Deserved. That dude was like an automatic double at the plate. I mean, it was insane. And then he hit like
3 straight games.
Yeah,
all
home run in
3
each game.
All 3 games of the championship series hit a home run, every single one of them in the 7th inning.
That's crazy work. That is crazy. I mean, dude was just automatic. That's a really good pick, man. So my 5, I mentioned Duck can pull a truck. That's literally what I wrote. That was just an all-time moment. Number 4, I've already mentioned Drew Gilbert, the walk-off. So I am actually going to go to my number 3, and then I'll let you come back up or catch back up.
That's fine.
Number 3 is the Dobb nail boot against Georgia. That play, we shouldn't have even been in that situation. And I never really would have thought that would have been our only win against Kirby to this point. But the way it happened, again, just you thought you won. Then the true freshman who you thought was going to be a phenom in Jacob Eason for Georgia. And might I add that it was, head coach for Georgia. Kirby Smart's first season, right? He throws a Hail Mary, gets the touchdown, and we're like dead in the water. But what did they do that was wrong, Michael? They kicked it off to our returner, Evan Berry.
Well, no, that's the one where on that touchdown, they ended up getting the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Right. So they had to squib it. That's what I'm saying. But, like, they had to put it in play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then Berry then returns it because that dude's electric. You don't kick to that man. He gets you to midfield all within like 14 seconds. He gave us like 6 seconds for the Hail Mary, I think is what happened. And then we all know what happened in that next play. I mean, just a crazy turn of events and how that all worked out. The Dobb nail boot is my number 3 moment in the Nike era.
Yeah, so my number 4 is where I had the Jemai Meshack buzzer beater.
I knew you'd be higher on that, basketball boy.
Yeah, and you mentioned where you were. I remember where I was as well. So I was actually at my wife's grandparents' house. I was holding my son at the time in a chair, and I had done perfect the entire game as far as staying calm, holding him and everything, because he was little.
Little. So
I'm holding him, staying perfectly calm, and then that happens, and I go nuts. And the first thing my wife asked me is, "You held on to him the whole time, right? You didn't drop him." I said, "No, we're good."
I think. Start checking your pockets like,
Yes, no, I remember exactly where I was on that one. And then my number 3, I actually had the Dobbs nail boot at that spot too.
I know what our first 2 are going to be.
So, funny story about that one.
Yeah.
I was coming back from a birthday party that night, listening to the game when it's going on. I pull up to my house right as the Hail Mary. I pull up to my house right after Georgia scores a touchdown.
And so
I actually cut the game on the radio off as I'm pulling in my driveway.
Yeah.
As I walk in the house, the game is on. And Tennessee is celebrating on the field. I missed the Hail Mary and had to go back and watch it again.
No shot.
Yes.
I remember exactly where I was at, man. I was actually at the Lawrence County. This is the very first motocross race I ever did. It was a Lawrence County fair. And very first time racing a dirt bike in my life. And I remember there was a first responder. I think it was a police officer actually was watching. We were like at the camper in the pits area. And Georgia had thrown the Hail Mary to go up ahead. And he walked off. He was like, yeah, because he's a Georgia fan. And he was like, yeah, we got you again. And, he kind of walked off all smirky and whatnot. And then we did that, and I walked straight up to that police officer at the ripe age of 15, and I was like, hey, buddy. I said, yeah, we got him this time. Felt so good, bro. Felt so good. But, no, that's an awesome moment. All right, we know what the top two are. It's just what order did we put them in? And at my number 2, I do have the baseball national championship at number 2. And I'm even going to put in there the Christian Moore cycle as well as the number 2, kind of like along with that, just because that was that run. I'm also even going to say sub that the Hunter Inslee catch in the outfield. Just everything that went into that team winning the national championship just was insane. So national title in baseball is my number 2.
I guess the good thing is they could say that we didn't have the same list because I put the Tennessee beating Alabama
52-49.
52-49. That's my number 2.
No shot. There's no shot in your mama's life.
There's
no shot. That's not the top moment. There's no shot.
How can you not put a national title at number 1?
Because it's baseball, dude. We beat
It's still
Bama.
a national title.
16 years. And also, I rushed the field after that. There's no shot. That's not number 1.
I wish I would have been there.
Smoking a cigar, dude. There's no shot, dude.
But no, look, in all seriousness, these two moments right here, they're literally 1A, 1B. There's not number 1, number 2. But no, I had the Tennessee beating Alabama 52-49 at my number 2. And it does feel wrong to say that it's number 2 because it probably should be number 1. But once again, I remember exactly where I was. I was getting off of work. I actually had to charge my phone twice that day from listening to that game. And
I mean, it was a long game, dude. They're scoring every freaking 2 or 3 minutes.
It was a super long game, but yes, I had to charge my phone twice that day. And then as I'm on my way home, that's whenever I listened to the kick going through the uprights, and I immediately just start screaming out my window as I'm going home. My mom calls me as soon as the game ends. And I answered the phone just yelling as loud as I can. She said, okay, you watched it. I said, I sure did. So then my sister calls me. Same deal. I'm just yelling on the phone the whole time. But it was just insane how that happened. But then, yeah, number 1, Tennessee baseball winning the national title. I mean, just everything that went on, especially in that game 3.
Yeah.
Was unbelievable. I mean, the effort that Xander Sechrist put out on the mound in that game. We honestly did not have a true number 3 pitcher, what it felt like for most of the season, because I believe Blade Tidwell was hurt, and or maybe Blade Tidwell was a year before. But anyway, we had a number 3 pitcher that was hurt, and we kind of had to go through and find exactly who we wanted there. And Xander Sechrist came out of nowhere in the middle of the season. Ended up being our best pitcher overall.
Literally in the middle of the season, just turned it up, man. I mean, the final 2 or 3 SEC series, and then into because we swept the tournament, I believe, too, the SEC tournament. I mean, he just came out of nowhere, and it was the game. It was the Sunday games. Mm-hmm. It was the championship games, right? And I think it was 5 straight starts that he had was the rubber matches where he came out and won it.
Yep.
Or elimination game where he came out and won it, because I know sometimes tournament play it's single eliminate. But yeah, I remember them doing that, and it was right before that game in the World Series where they showed the graphic and how his last 5 or 6 starts were pretty much all the marbles on the line, and he's just clutch. And it was insane.
And I remember we had differing opinions on that one. So before the College World Series, when we talked about Xander Sechrist, I was like, look, I feel better if we lose the first game and then we go on to win the next 2, because we had Drew Beam on Saturday and Xander Sechrist on Sunday. And you're like, no. I don't even remember his name now, but it was the guy, the sidearm guy that would come in relief behind AJ Causey.
I was going to say, don't tell me, because that was when we had the 2 starters or whatever.
Yes,
one would pitch for like an inning or 2.
You would have, I believe it was Chris Stamos would come in to open, and then AJ Causey would come in to finish things off. You know, he started struggling towards the end of the year. I said, I feel much better about taking a loss that day and relying on Drew Beam and Xander Sechrist. I mean, we had differing opinions, but then when it was all said and done, I mean, what a performance by Xander Sechrist. Then you had the amazing slide by Hunter Ensley at the plate.
And you didn't realize how big that was going to be.
Yeah, at the time, we just thought, that's an insurance run.
That's and not only a fifth run that, you know, we went up ahead by, and then you didn't realize that, like, you needed every single run that you got.
Yeah, and not only that, it's like, all right, this is the exclamation mark. And then Texas A&M started to get back into it. But
that's what they do.
And then I got to give you some credit as well for Aaron Combs. I believe it was that Sunday I said, you know, we pretty much got everybody that we need to available to pitch except for Aaron Combs, because in game 2 he pitched like 3 or 4 innings and went like 80-something pitches. I was like, no way he's pitching. And then all of a sudden he comes in to close it off in game 3 and could not hit his curveball to save his life until that final pitch.
That's right. And he nailed it.
Yes.
So, no, the 52-49, man, I remember when that kick went through the uprights, I was kind of like, did it make it? But then, like, I never really had to question it because people just started pouring onto the field immediately. Like, I don't even think the refs could have a moment to, like, actually say field goal good because they knew they were about to get trampled. So they just took off running. And my family, we were like, are we going down? And we actually waited till the goalpost came down and was actually making its way up the stadium. You could just watch it as they were walking it up the stadium. And then my dad was like, all right, now we can go. And so we went down. So when I say we stormed the field, it was definitely not a storm at that point. It was actually kind of sad because it was like all the excitement, the adrenaline was gone. So everybody's now just crying and stuff like that on the field. But no, I remember that. It was awesome. That is a memory that I'll have forever. I've still got some of the turf. Actually, I didn't rip up the turf. Okay, I pitched some grass. That's all I did. I wasn't that lady that like took a hand shovel or something to dug up the whole checkerboard. that was crazy, bro. But no, I mean, I have that. I have the cigars that we lit up. Like that's just a memory that I'll have forever. Definitely a top moment in my life, and also because my family's so split. I mean, half my family is Alabama fans, and I think the best moment of that day is, you know, when they beat us in any sport. Oh, they tell me about it. I mean, like immediately. And it's almost like that passive-aggressive, kind of like a, you know, oh, good game, or, you know, almost had it type thing. But, like, the silence in the chat, and our little family chat after that kick was made, to the point to where they wrote first and was like, we suck. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to not respond to anything. I'm just going to let y'all let this one hurt a little bit. But, no, it was...
But, hey, since we are talking about... Just a friendly reminder that Dixieland Delight's a song about Tennessee.
I think that was the best moment is when you watch because we didn't see this, right? We didn't see the broadcast. We were there in person. So when you seen the highlight of the CBS broadcast where they do the blimp view or the drone view, and you can hear Dixieland Delight playing, dude,
that was the best part of it.
Get out of here, bro. That was insane. So yeah, that's got to be the top moment in the Nikes, bro. I'm sorry, but that is the top moment. Everything about it.
So that is our list of the top moments from Tennessee.
I win. Nike. I win that one. You lost by putting baseball first. Come on, dude.
I don't know. I think the rest of my list wins. No, whatever. I'm just kidding. No, they were both really good lists. I still can't believe that I left off the battle in Bristol. That definitely should have been a top 10. I had just forgotten that they were wearing Nike at that point. I don't know what I was thinking, but I do want to bring up this comment here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Tennessee Football 247. Do y'all think Kirby, the former Tennessee pitcher, should have been the pitching coach?
No.
He does not have. Even though he was a fantastic pitcher, he does not have quite the experience when it comes to the pitching that a lot of these other guys do.
It's not even that. Elander's kind of like he missed, right? His first hire, fired within 1 year.
Yeah.
You can't miss with this second one. This is not the time to try to like experiment with a new guy. I mean, like you said, Kirby doesn't have an experience. He'd be a brand. I understand the culture, the relationship, and all that, but he's still there. Like that's not hurt. But you can't take a chance on making him the pitching coach. and then it not work because now you just killed the culture. You killed him. You killed his potential. Everything about it does not make sense. Do not agree with making Kirby the coach.
Yeah, I mean he needs probably at least 3 years. I'd say even more than that under somebody that is very experienced.
And he's been 2 years, right? Like
yes.
He's going into a second or third year. So I mean,
yeah. So I mean, he needs a little bit more experience from some people that know a little bit more than he does before he can go into that. I wish he would have gotten more time actually being mentored as a coach by Frank Anderson before Frank went with Vitello to the Giants.
Right.
That would have been the perfect mentor. And that's, Kirby got mentored by him the entire time that he was a pitcher. But there's more that you get out of it whenever you're actually a coach than whenever you're a pitcher, as far as some of the behind the scenes stuff, some of that stuff that you need to deliver to a player type of deal. So he definitely needs a little bit more of that before he can just go in and be a pitching coach somewhere.
There it is. Top 10 moments in the Nike era. Drop your guys' favorite moment, and even if we named it, that's okay. That's part of it. I mean, I'd say, unfortunately, we've not had that many great moments, so it's probably not hard to come up with 10. I hate to say that. It kind of sounded very negative, but the last 10 years have been rough, man. It's part of it. But last 5 years have been kind of amazing. I mean, most of our moments,
they've been pretty good.
Most of our moments were in the but we did have some good moments there in the middle of his tenure. I mean, obviously, when you had those high championship expectations, but we just could not get it done. But seeing some people on X saying, "Well, I want Tennessee higher inside," and Kirby was one of the people they were talking about. I mean, man, you're gonna have people talk about that all the time. I mean,
and Skylar hit the nail on the head with that. Elander, he swung and missed with his first hire at pitching coach. It just didn't work out. And if he wants to keep his job as the head coach, he can't miss with this one. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that he did. I think that Austin Knight, he is a fantastic pitching coach. He went out and got the very best that he could available. And I think that we could see a major change in the pitching staff.
Here's the internet being contradictory. I mean, Tennessee won't hire inside. Why won't they? Where do you think Josh Elander came from? I don't understand it. It's fine though. At the end of the day, you gotta put your team in the best what you feel is the best position to win. And right now, that's just not hiring Kirby. I just don't feel like that is. So it is what it is, man. What's next on the agenda?
Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about the Chaz Coleman situation. But before we do that, I want to give you guys our segment 2 sponsor, which is Kaizen Painting. Do you want a colorful life? Kaizen is a painting and drywall company that provides residential, commercial, exterior, and interior services. At Kaizen Painting, we understand the importance of a beautifully painted home and properly installed and repaired drywall. We're here to bring your vision to life. We care about providing you with a personalized, efficient, and quality service. If you live in Knoxville and surroundings, contact us for a free estimate at KaizenPainting.com. Color your life the Kaizen way. Chaz Coleman. He is no longer a member of the Tennessee Volunteers football team.
Medically dismissed.
Yes. And that's big that came out because...
What does that do, Michael?
Well, that opens up the spot for somebody else.
And the potential for him to come back.
Yes.
That's what's so confusing to me. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't know. I mean, he can't go anywhere right now. Can he?
No, he cannot go anywhere else.
He's still enrolled. He's still under scholarship.
That's the big thing, was because he was medically dismissed and he was kept on scholarship. He's in classes. He will be in classes this fall in Knoxville. So he's going to be a student there. And like Skylar said, because of that, he can still come back. It's not like he's gone for good.
He's going to have that Jawan Jennings checklist, my boy. He's going to have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I will. Let's kind of back up a little bit as far as this whole situation. Obviously, everybody kind of knows what has gone down overall this spring. So he never did show up on campus for the spring semester. Missed all of spring practice, missed the spring game. He missed the first part of voluntary workouts and then missed the first couple of days when it came to mandatory workouts. Then he finally showed up. And, of course, everybody at that point was like, Here we go again.
Yep,
It's
move
Nico.
on.
It's Boo. It's what's up with this culture, which is why made a video on the College Huddle this past week of does Tennessee have a culture problem? Spoiler alert, they do not. It's a totally different situation, and plus the rest of the team.
Does
is
Texas Tech
perfectly
have us?
fine.
Never mind. I'm not even going to do it.
Yeah, let's not go there. But I do think that there was something else going on behind the scenes. The reason why he didn't show up, but the fact that he did get medically dismissed from the team. He had a head injury at Penn State, which caused him to miss time there. And this head injury is causing ongoing vertigo effects with him, which I've never had vertigo, but I've known people that have had it. It's not something that's easy to deal with, and you can't deal with it on a football field very easily either.
And I downplayed it. I'll be the first to say that I kind of downplayed that because I have heard and seen people with vertigo, but I never realized how in most cases it doesn't last that long. 6 to 8 weeks and you're over it and you're done. So the fact that this lasted months to 6 months, I mean we're literally talking now since the end of last football season to now, and he's still dealing with it. That blew my mind. But apparently this is one of those most more severe cases, and I apologize about that. I didn't know. I just kind of went off my gut feeling and just thought this was one of those typical college kid kind of said yes to the money and then realized the work that had to be put into it and didn't like it, and so he left. So I don't know, man. I apologize about it. I did not think that there was actually something going on medically, but no, it does seem like it's a little bit more serious than that.
And I'm glad that you brought that up because I did see this post on X earlier this week. And, it is a good point that, he could have been one of those guys that could have come here for the money and then all of a sudden, I don't want to put in the work and still gets the money. He could have drug Tennessee through lawsuits, all sorts of things in the attempt to get the full $2 million, which is what the alleged NIL deal was.
Right.
But instead, as we already mentioned, he's staying on scholarship at Tennessee. They've reworked his deal, and he got $25,000 out of it. And he still has the opportunity to come back if he ends up getting medically cleared.
Yep.
You can't fault a kid for that. I mean, you cannot hold any ill will against him. It seems like he's doing everything the right way to make sure that him and Tennessee are, if this is the end of things with Chaz Coleman, they're ending things on good terms.
And here's what, my biggest hope, the wins of the wins, right, is he can get medically cleared before the season. And that's probably not going to happen. Just going to throw that out there. I'm just saying this would be cool if it could, because it'd almost be like a gotcha and a prove it point for the coaching staff, the culture in the program. Because if he could get medically cleared, and then he could practice, and then he could play, and then I would love for our guys on the football team to support him in that. And if he goes and makes his first tackle of the season, and let's just say it's a good play, and then you just see our team just go up there and dap him up or whatever, because you know how much that means to him. It would almost restore that whole, and honestly, prove Twitter wrong, right? I mean, X wrong, whatever you want to call it. So it would be cool to see that. I don't know if it's gonna happen, Chaz Coleman, man. I mean, when you can't even get medically cleared, it's gonna be hard to get on the football field. I mean, we're just talking, man, just a couple months away. So we'll see how it goes. But I do think this is all strategic. And if anything, I think the coaching staff said, hey, let's go ahead and do this, quiet the noise a little bit, and also kind of take a blow off at you, because Chaz Coleman was taking it on social media. Let's not lie. I mean, this is a kid getting told by a bunch of people that sit on a couch drinking beer watching the game that, he sucks, he's a nobody, he stole money, whatever. And at the end of the day, the kid has no control of what's going on right now due to the conditions of the sport. And that's a tough spot to be in. So he's got my full support. I hope he gets right. And I love the fact that the coaches did what they did to kind of give him, they closed the door, but they didn't latch it shut. You know what I mean? They just kind of hey, let's leave that unlocked. And if he wants to walk through that door again, he's got every opportunity to do so. So I love that. I think that's awesome. I think that shows the whole culture thing. I think that goes to show just how good our coaches are too, and especially in this day and age when coaches can make promise, not hold that promise, and screw a kid sideways. I feel like our coaches really don't do that to kids. I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And you know, I do encourage everybody to go over and watch that video on the College Huddle. It is called "Does Tennessee Have a Culture Problem?" But basically,
Why would I watch it? I mean, it's right there in the title. Why would I watch the video? I mean,
some people tend to think that.
you're gonna respond to me when I don't read or when I don't watch the video?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
No, I'm just messing.
But no, I mean, basically what was said in the video is exactly what Skylar just said. You know, it's a couple of bad apples that Tennessee has had over the last year and a half. Nico being one of them, Boo being the other one. They had, you know, mommy, daddy issues, whatever you want to say, money on the mind, that type of thing. Chaz Coleman's a totally different situation. And I truly think that if he was healthy, he would absolutely want to be a part of this program. I mean, knowing the things that we do now, I'm just impressed that he actually came onto campus when he did. You know, he missed the first couple of days of the mandatory workouts, and yeah, it kind of sucks that there wasn't information given about that, at least from the fan perspective. Yeah. Maybe it was in-house given there, but that's something that you do kind of want to stay in-house, and I think that's what a lot of the people that are frustrated with this whole situation are frustrated about, was the lack of communication about this. The team doesn't have to disclose that, especially something having to do with medical issues.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, I was a little bit frustrated with it at first until the true story came out. And then I kind of took a step back from it.
We're allowed to be frustrated, man. We're fans. Like, that's part of it. But nothing about it was personal toward, you know, Chaz. It's just, as a fan, you're like, man, you know, we went after this kid. We want to be a better team, and we felt like he was going to be a huge help to the defense, right? And so when you hear this news that it may not work out, it sucks, man. You lost a big piece.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. He's got my full support. I hope he gets back 100%. On the field. And I love that he has the chance to get on the field with the guys, even though he is dismissed from the team. I don't think there's any love lost here. I don't think there's like hate, anything like that. I think it's just a fair, hey, let's get the internet off your back a little bit. And let's get proof that you're medically clear before we even discuss playing ball again. So, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I also just realized, can I go back to the previous? I have a non-sports related top moment in the Nike era. Morgan Wallen selling out Neyland Stadium and walking out with Peyton Manning in full pads. Top moment. Top moment. I never thought I'd get to see Peyton Manning walk through that tunnel in gear, and I did.
I mean, that part was really cool. I'm not the biggest Morgan Wallen fan out there.
I didn't say it was his show, dog.
I know. The walkout.
How are you not a fan of Morgan Wallen? I mean, I respect it. I was just like, come on, man. Like, he's our guy. Like, it's whatever. You don't drink the lemonade. It's fine.
I don't, but
you might be the problem.
I mean, probably.
It's just one of his songs, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But no, walking out with Peyton Manning full pads like that, and then walking out with the baseball team as well.
Yeah.
That was
solid, dude.
That was pretty good, too.
I'm telling you, he's our guy from Gibbs High School, dude. Anyways, all right. I thought that was a cool moment. And I was also there.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to conclude the talk on Chaz Coleman. We are going to move ahead. We're going to try to figure out who is going to go to SEC Media Days to represent Tennessee this year. But before we do that, we have a Segment 3 sponsor that's probably getting a lot of business right now.
Call them up.
Bowie's Heating and Air. And here's a video from them.
At Bowie's Heating and Air, we offer 24/7 HVAC services for all your residential, commercial, and new construction applications. Guys, when your home feels off and the comfort's not there, do yourself a favor and call Bowie's Heating and Air.
That is Bowie's Heating and Air. And especially with it being as hot as it is this week, if you have any AC problems whatsoever, make sure to give them a call. I'm sure that they're busy, but we need that AC, especially in a week like this.
I think he would appreciate it, okay? And I think you would appreciate it a little bit more. Even if you don't have an AC problem right now, just go ahead and call him. Just go ahead and get it checked out, get it serviced is what we call it. Just a little maintenance. And then that way you're not without air and then mad at him because he can't get out there within 30 minutes, okay? Because that's not how this works. So go ahead and do yourself a favor. Go ahead and call him. Get it serviced, get it maintenance, and save yourself that peace of mind of coming home after work, after a long day at work, and your house be just as hot inside as it is outside, because that is the worst feeling in the world. So, no, love those guys. We really do appreciate them.
All right.
Segment
So
3.
who is going to represent Tennessee at SEC Media Days?
I know the first guy.
All right. Well, before we get to that,
Wow.
last season,
I can't believe you.
I know it.
How you going to tease it and then be like, before we get, but wait, there's more.
So,
whatever.
Last season's 3 players
All right.
were Arion Carter,
So it's not
Miles
going to be him again.
Kitzelman,
Not going to be him again.
and Bryson Eason.
Not going to be him again.
Yeah, only one of them was here last year, and it's Arion Carter,
And he's not going to be it again.
he probably will not.
No, because I thought it would be at one, and I'm like, no, he went last year, and they're not going to take the same guy twice. So,
Yep.
that helps me dictate who's going.
All right. Who do you think the first person is?
The
going?
first guy's Deshaun Bishop, dude.
I think
first
I
guy's
think
Deshaun
that's the
Bishop.
obvious one.
I mean,
yeah.
The man, the myth. I mean, the dude is the face of the program. He's going to be at Media Days, bro. He is an all-SEC player, and honestly, after this year, he's probably going to be All-American and Heisman runner-up, or hopefully winner, but they have like this stinge against Tennessee players, so like it would not surprise me if he ends up being the runner-up. I'm just going to like burn everything if that happens, I swear to God. But anyways, Deshaun Bishop is definitely going to be at Media Days. You have any objections?
No, I mean, Deshaun Bishop's going to be Media Days. That was going to be my very first pick as well.
Exactly. That's why I went ahead and did it. I'll let you go ahead. Who do you think is going to be the second player at SEC Media Days? And by the way, if Deshaun Bishop is not at Media, I'm just going to go ahead and cancel the next week's show.
Exactly.
All right. Here we go.
The next guy that I think is going to be at SEC Media Days is a guy that was actually named to Walter Camp's second-team All-American team earlier today, and that is Wendell Moe Jr. I believe is going to be there.
I thought so. So, I do feel like we have a history of taking like linemen or, somebody along that. And so I do feel like Wendell Moe Jr. And I think he gets the identity of the program, what the coaches want too. So I think he has a great understanding and a grasp of the program. It's a good pick.
Yeah,
I like it.
I feel like if it's not Wendell Moe, if it's another lineman, then it would be Sam Pendleton. I think it's going to be one of those two guys.
Yeah.
But my money would probably be on Wendell Moe.
Yep. So I tried to go with talent and leadership skills, and a guy that's kind of a no-brainer to me in that, and then hopefully this is also like potentially a breakout season for the guy, barring injury. Like, we got to stay healthy, of course. And I am going a little offensive heavy here, but I think Ethan Davis, tight end, is going to be.
I think that's a good pick too.
Yeah, I think Ethan Davis, again, really well-spoken gentleman. Great class, character, you name it. Also, just a freak of an athlete. You've seen a glimpse of that against Florida last year when he was the man. Miles Kitzelman, I think, got rolled out or something. I think he got hurt right before that game. And so, like, you knew it was going to be Ethan Davis, and he just balled. And then balled for the rest of the year, for that matter. So, Ethan Davis, poised for a breakout season, also a leader on that offense. I think he has a great shot of being one of three. But I'm going to go ahead and say just one of the two others, because I think we know that Deshaun Bishop is going.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your third guy? I'll give you the floor here. It's got to be defense, right? We've been offensive heavy, right? It's got to be defense.
I'm going defense.
Don't do the same player.
I've actually got two different guys.
You can't do that.
That are both in the. Well, I'm going to pick one, but then I'm going to give you who I think the other one could
All
be.
right, let's go.
I think it's going to be Amari Campbell, transfer linebacker from Penn State.
So it might be him then, because he was one of the guys that I like. It could be, but that's not who I went with. So I like that pick.
Yeah, so I mean he's a senior this year. He's probably going to be one of the leaders on the defense alongside Arion Carter this year. I mean, they're probably going to
I like linebacker. I like a linebacker pick. I mean, that is your captain. That is your I don't know if he'll be the Mike or the Wheel, but either way, definitely a leader in that defense. So
yeah. So I think that's a pretty good pick as far as the day 3 or the number 3 person.
Who is your other guy though? Just curious.
I've got a feeling you might be going with him, but you're either going to go with this guy or you're not going to like this pick at all. He's also from the linebacker room. It's Jeremiah Thielander.
No. I mean, it's a good pick. I think he's well spoken. I think he understands what this defense wants. But he is not. He's neither one of my two. That's fine.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of the reason that I'm picking him is he's a guy that he's been a part of Tennessee's program his entire career.
I agree. Like, I think he is the right character. He's the right fit to be a media days. Just don't think he will be a media days.
I agree with you, which is why I went with Amari Campbell initially as as my third pick. But I think that because of his longevity at Tennessee, and as you mentioned, he is very well spoken, I feel like that could be a decent pick as far as the third one. But I'm with you. I don't feel like that's going to be that third person.
Here's a guy that don't get a lot of credit. Here's my number 3 pick. He don't get a lot of credit, even though I think he should, because of injuries. But I'm going to go with David Hobbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You saying him, I looked at his name, and I was that's probably a very good pick.
This dude has been here for 4 years, bro.
Yes.
Like,
it's that injury bug thing.
It is the injury bug.
Which I know as far as the media days go, that doesn't really matter.
I mean, he got hurt in spring. I mean, he's supposed to be healthy in the fall. But, like, I think that guy is a true definition of a fall. I mean, as far as a guy that stuck it out, didn't really get a lot of playing time his first year or two, and year 3 even because of the injury bug. But a guy that stuck it out in the program, this is his time to shine. He's got to stay healthy, of course, but I still think that he is everything you'd want on the defensive line, and he is a great young man, and I do think he will be representing the University of Tennessee at Media Days. I hope, at least. The only thing that may keep him from going there is I'm afraid that if he goes, they're going to ask him more about his injury and less about the team, which may be exactly why he doesn't go. But, I mean, I'm hoping he just downplays it and be like, yeah, man, I'm going to be fine. Like, I'm here for the team. And then, like, just kind of goes right on to his thing. Like, I hope that's how he'd answered it if he go, because it doesn't need to be about him. And the players that go to Media Days do a great job of not making it about them. That's why they go. So, no, that's totally fine.
Who's the other one that you were thinking about?
My other one was Amari Campbell.
Amari Campbell.
Yeah. That was but so you picking him was, but I mean, I wanted to try to think of somebody else on the defense. And I was thinking Tyree Weathersby, but I was
also thinking about Tyree.
I don't know if he's a good. I don't know. I haven't seen him in the media that much.
I haven't seen him in front of the media to know how.
Like, I've seen David Hobbs in front of the media. I've seen Deshaun Bishop in front of the media. I've seen Ethan Davis. Like that. That's the type of people you're going after. People that are good in front of the camera, good on stage. You know what I mean? So.
Somebody else I was thinking of, maybe Idris Farouk, but once again, I don't see him in front of the media very much.
He's so young, and not to say that young can't go. It's just more of a. It's almost like a seniority thing. Like, you want a junior or senior going to media days represent the team. I think, in my opinion, and especially if they've been there the whole time. Like, I don't know, but that's my 3.
Now, all of this being said, the real list of who's going to SEC Media Days is going to be Faison Brandon, George McIntyre, and Ryan Staub. They're all 3 going
Cannot wait to see that.
Year, so.
Cannot wait to see that. I would actually pay money to watch that. And wouldn't that be something? You know who may actually get a chance to go?
Who's that?
And I'm not even joking. It's that new kicker that we got.
Oh yeah,
because he's apparently a really good personality and like a funny guy, sense of humor, and apparently really good with the camera. Like him and Josh Heupel, like
Cooper Ranvier.
Yeah, I think that's him. But he's got like a leg sleeve or something. Like, he's like the toughest kicker you've ever seen. I mean, that guy actually may go over.
He could
over Ethan Davis. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he very well could.
So I don't know, man. That's my 3. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah. So look,
Can't wait to be completely wrong. If I don't get a
Yeah.
single one of them right, I swear.
Surely
will.
we're gonna get Deshaun Bishop right. I feel like that one's almost a guarantee.
No, Josh Heupel's watching the show right now, and he's like, "Yeah, these guys think they know ball," and that's exactly.
If
what
Josh Heupel is watching the show, Josh Heupel, please hit me.
He's
up
on a burner account.
on
It's probably
X
been
or
Tennessee
something
Football
like that.
247 this whole time, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
if he is watching this, please hit me up on X. We will have you on the show next week. So
He's not gonna do that. There's no shot.
he's not.
So that'll give our guy Zach Reagan a reason to clip us up and share it up and make it sound like you said something he didn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly, like you did last time.
I mean, no, he did say that. I mean, there was no denying that. We're not gonna get into that. It's fine. I think he was wrong. I can confidently say after the season, and I think Malik would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not. We didn't really make a title run, so maybe not. I don't know. But no, good show, man. That was quick. That was actually a lot quicker than I thought we would get through it.
Yeah.
1 hour on the dot.
Yeah, before we get off, I do want to give a shout out to a couple of Tennessee basketball players, as we had 3 players get drafted in last week's draft. Obviously, we were on whenever Nate Ament got drafted last week.
Come on now.
In the
Jacoby.
second round, Jacoby Gillespie, drafted by the San Antonio Spurs.
And then
Felix Okpara.
let's go. I can't believe it took him so long, bro. Come on. Felix Okpara, a dog.
Yeah, that might be the steal of the draft, getting Felix Okpara where they did.
There's no way he's in the G League long. I really do think all 3 of our players. Jacoby may have the hardest road.
Yes.
Jacoby may have the hardest, but Felix Okpara and Nate Ament, they will be in the league by the end of the year, by the end of the season, whatever.
Yeah, and
if Nate Ament's not, it's truly a growth year, and then he will be the next year, and then he's going to be starting. I don't see how he's not.
And it's some news that I saw today. I wonder if it is good news or bad news for one Dalton Connect.
Great news! He got out of LA.
LeBron James has told the Lakers that he will not be back next season, that he will be exploring interest with other teams. So,
But isn't Dalton Connect already gone?
Is he?
I was under the impression that Dalton Connect was already off the LA Lakers.
Maybe so. I hadn't seen that for sure.
Hang on.
That could be correct.
Hang on. We're live. Hold up. ChatGPT brought to you by artificial intelligence. Where is my man Dalton Connect? And yeah, I did say my man. It's okay. If you're talking about Dalton Connect, yes.
Oh, it does. It does look like he was traded by the Los Angeles Lakers. Or no, he's expected to be traded.
That's what it is.
Before the end of the season.
It does say that he is still with the LA Lakers. There's no way. Or maybe there is. But here's where that sucks for him because, dude, you had Reeves get hurt. Luka get hurt. Maybe that's it. But, I mean, 2 of your biggest scorers get hurt. And Dalton couldn't even see the floor, dude. Get out of here. Bronny played more than Dalton. And that makes
every
no
time
sense.
that he got on the floor,
He was draining
made
threes,
things
dog.
happen.
Stupid. I hate it. He was locked up. JJ don't like him. Reddick. I don't know what he's got against him, but the man is a peacock, and he's got to go fly, dude. So
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So last thing before we get off, Skylar,
what's up?
next week, schedule prediction time.
Oh, who's our first 2
So-
teams? Who do we think is going to be the worst in the league next year? Alabama and Mississippi
Alabama
State.
and Georgia.
No, I ain't.
No.
It's fine. I'm just tired of Kalen DeBoer getting love for benefiting off of Nick Saban teams.
I was thinking Arkansas was one of them.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think Arkansas and... Oh, this is going to get tough. It can't be South Carolina. South Carolina's got 2 good players.
That was the other team I had
No.
in mind.
No, like
Either them.
let's be honest, South Carolina's coaching is dog, right? But they do have some star players returning on that offense that like could actually carry them. Kind of like the Butch Jones and Josh Dobbs thing. Like South Carolina may screw around and win 8 games because of what they've got on that offense. They've got like an insane running back, obviously their quarterback, and I think they even have a star wide receiver. I mean, they actually have some talent there. So who doesn't have talent? Kentucky. Exactly.
So Arkansas and Kentucky next week.
I mean, it's a Tennessee show. We got a dog on Kentucky, bro. Let's go. Come on, man. All right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Absolutely. But no, I appreciate everybody watching tonight, and do want to make mention that we are the official Tennessee podcast of the College Huddle. Make sure you do go check out the College Huddle YouTube page for some videos that have been posted recently. There's going to be a lot more content coming up, not just by me, but by other members of the College Huddle as well. Go to collegehuddle.com to check out the 80-plus independent podcasts from all around the country that make up this community that we call home. Make sure that you do like and subscribe to this channel as well to help us out, and leave us a comment if you want to. You know, leave your best moments from when Tennessee was wearing Nike. Leave who you think might go to SEC Media Days to represent Tennessee. Whatever you can to help us out, we definitely appreciate it.
You want to know my cool moment?
What's your cool moment?
Eric Berry signing that jersey right there.
Nice.
That wasn't like a play or anything, but
that was on College Game Day, was it not?
It was, dude. I was there. Like, so my wife worked that morning, so I was like, "Babe, I'm gonna ride with you to work, and then I'm gonna walk over to the game day set." It was like 5 a.m. in the morning. I didn't care, and I got that front row. It was awesome. It was awesome. He was standing there right in front of me. Got him to sign the jersey. He's like, "Where's the marker?" And I just screamed. I said, "I need a marker!" And like 7 of them just like flew at me, and I was like, "Man, shout out to the fans that were there because I mean they didn't care." So yeah, I was kind of scared because I got him to turn around to sign it, and he's like, "Where?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm supposed to have that? My bad. I thought you had one." So yeah, that was cool. That was awesome. I definitely fanboyed. It's fun. It's Eric Berry, dude. I mean, that dude's a legend. So, anyways,
yeah. So if you didn't get a chance to check out the very beginning of the show, we do have a new intro video. Make sure you check that out. As of next week, we will have a new outro as well to kind of match with the intro a little bit more. Trying to make some big things happen here on the channel. So,
come on.
Skylar, you got anything else before we close out the show?
No, man. Just proud of all the work that you put in. You'll send me a snap, and it'll be like Saturday night, and you're just clipping up some videos or working on the video, whatever you're doing, man. I appreciate you. You make everything run outside the scenes. Or behind the scenes, so I appreciate you and all you do, man. Thank you. Go Vols.
Yes, sir. Go Vols, everybody.
Let's go.